Let me start my recording. Let me start.
And the person with 818, please mute your mic.
Barak Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. So once again, Mashpaka, this is somewhat of a two-part teaching, the same as last week. There's a main teaching that Abba wants to speak through me, but this first teaching is equally important. But he wanted to include this as well. And so just like last week, this is also going to be recorded for YouTube, only that this week it's going to be separated for YouTube. The two messages are going to be separated for YouTube. So the first message, the first utterly important message that Abba wants to speak to this Mashpaka. If you're taking notes, it's not so much of a teaching. It is a message. It's both a teaching and a message, but it's more so a proclamation. If you're taking notes, before you start taking notes, write open quotations, because these are his words. Write open and open quotation. So begin with an open quotation. Afterwards, write, teach them to reverence my name. Quote, close quotation. Open quotation. Teach them to reverence my name. Close quotation. Close quotation. Teach them to reverence my name. Teach them to reverence my name. We're living in a time where Yahuwah has began to reveal his name to the nations. He has begun to reveal his name to the nations, but with the revelation of his true name, there are other names. There are also other names that are coming to the forefront that are being introduced to cause confusion within the house of Yasha'al. But Abba Yahuwah has sent me by to declare that his name is Yahuwah. That his name is Yahuwah. And he has sent me by to teach you to reverence his name. To teach you to reverence his name. Let's look at the secular definition of reverence. Let's look at the secular definition of reverence. What does reverence mean? Reverence means deep respect for someone. Hear him. Deep respect for someone. I draw your attention again to what he said. Teach them to reverence my name. And so Abba wants us to have a deep respect for his name. He does not want us to just loosely throw it around. He does not want us to take his name lightly. He does not want us to use his name lightly. But he, in fact, wants us to have a deep respect for his name. A deep respect for his name. Let's take a look at other meanings of reverence from a secular perspective. It means, I'll give you some synonyms rather. It means high esteem, high regard, great respect, acclaim, admiration. Acclaim, admiration. You see, Yahuwah continues to take us back to the ancient past. He continues, everybody mute your mic, please. There is an echo. He continues to take us back to the ancient past. And one of the things he is teaching us in with regards to bringing us back to the ancient past is a reverence for his name. A deep respect for his name. You see, our forefathers understood this. Our ancestors understood that his name alone garnered a deep respect. A deep respect. His name alone garnered a high esteem. His name alone garnered a high regard. His name alone garnered great respect. His name alone garnered acclaim. His name alone garnered admiration. His name alone garners these things. His name alone garners these things. I'm reminded of back when our ancestors were taken into Babylonian captivity. When they entered into Babylonian captivity, speaking the ancient Abarite language. The ancient Abarite language is very similar to Aramaic. This is the language of the Babylonians. Aramaic is the language of the Babylonians. Aramaic is now called modern Hebrew. They are very similar languages. And thus our ancestors in Babylonian captivity were able to understand the Babylonians speaking Aramaic, and the Babylonians speaking Aramaic were able to understand most of ancient Hebrew. They couldn't understand all of it, but they could understand most of it. They could communicate with one another. It was the practice, however, of pagans it was a practice to not call upon the name of their mighty one. They felt as though that if they called upon the name of their mighty one and one of their enemies got a hold of the name of their mighty one, that they could in turn use that mighty one against them, invoke that mighty one against them. And thus it was their practice, it was their pagan practice to purposely not call upon the name of their mighty one. Well, our ancient ancestors did not have this understanding. They called upon the name of Yahuwah. So when they entered ancient Babylon calling upon the name of Yahuwah, the ancient Babylonians began to make fun of them, began to mock them by calling them YAHUAH'S. And so as having a deep respect, a profound admiration, a high regard and a high esteem for the name Yahuwah, our people, so as to not allow the Babylonians to profane this great name, they began to call him Adani. In prayer and in reading, they began to call him Adani. And in normal conversations, they began to call him Hasham, which means the name. After Babylonian captivity, they continued this practice. But only at this time, they erected a man-made tradition now that it was forbidden to even mention the name of Yahuwah. Albeit this is not written in the Torah. This was a man-made tradition. It was passed on by the elders. It was adopted by the elders and passed down from the fathers throughout the generations. And so during the time of Yahusha, it was forbidden by their man-made doctrines to call upon the name of Yahuwah. It was forbidden by them. It was forbidden to such a high degree that in many cases people were stoned. It is my belief that people were stoned for using the name of Yahuwah. But I only mention this. I only mention this in this proclamation to add context, to show you how highly our ancient ancestors regarded and esteemed the name of Yahuwah. How highly they regarded and esteemed the name of Yahuwah. And so Abba Yahuwah is calling back our attention to how highly our ancestors esteemed his name. And he is calling our attention to the fact that there was a reason that they highly esteemed his name. And he wants us to search for the ancient paths and look for the good way and walk in them. And he wants us to highly esteem his name. And he has sent me by to teach his people to esteem his name. To esteem his name. All through the text, all through scripture, especially in the Tahalim, we see where it is called upon us, called upon the people to do what? to praise his name. To praise his name. To praise his name. Sure, in the text it also says to praise Yahuwah. But I call your attention that it equally says and states in the text, especially in the Tahalim, to do what? To praise his name. To praise his name. Indeed, he has sent me by to teach his people to highly esteem his name. Why do we praise his name? Why does he direct us to praise his name? What's the purpose of praising his name? What is the purpose? What is the meaning behind praising the Kadosh name of Yahuwah? What does it mean to praise his name? Why must we highly esteem his name? Why must we highly esteem his name? In order to get to some of the roots and some of the questions that we ask, we must turn to the Abarite tongue. We must turn to the Abarite tongue. And in turning to the Abarite tongue, let's take a look at the word, at the English word name, which is the Abarite word sham. Sham, S-H-M. It is comprised of the Abarite letters Sheen and Mam. Sheen and Mam. It is pronounced Sham. Sham. To get to the understanding of why his name is to be highly praised, we must look to the Abarite tongue. And in looking at the Abarite tongue and looking at the Abarite word Sham, let's look at the definition of Sham. Let's look at the definition of the Abarite word Sham. It means an appellation as a mark or memorial of individuality, by implication, honor. By implication, honor, authority. Listen, character. Character. You see, our names imply who we are. You see that this goes back to the saying, a person's character testifies as to who they are. Do you understand? A person's character testifies as to who they are. And so a name is a person's character. And so the name Yahuwah is not so much a name. It is his very character. It is his character. In other words, it is who he is. It is not so much a name. It is who he is. Well, what do you mean, messenger? That it is who he is. It is who he is. What do you mean? Before Abba answers that question, let's continue to break down Sham. Let's continue to break down the Abarite word Sham. Again, it is comprised of the Abarite letters Sheen and Mam. Sheen and Mam. Sheen is represented by front teeth, and it means sharp and press and consume. Mam, the Abarite letter Mam, is comprised of water and chaos and mighty and dam. Dam or blood. And so we understand, the understanding is that wherever we see the Abarite letter Mam, this indicates that this means that this is Rook. There is Rook involved because, water represents Rook. Water represents Rook. Barak Yahuwah. Water represents Rook. Barak Yahuwah. So what is the name of the Ruach HaKadosh? His name is Yahuwah. The name of the Ruach HaKadosh is Yahuwah. Yes, he has a name. Then Yahuwah is Ruach. Yahuwah is Ruach. The name of the Ruach HaKadosh is Yahuwah. Is Yahuwah. Sheen and Mam. The name of the Ruach HaKadosh is Yahuwah. His name is Ruach. Do you understand? His very name is Ruach. He is the Ruach HaKadosh. His very name is Ruach. And his name testifies of his character. His name is not so much of what identifies him. His name is who he is. His name is what he is. His name is what he is. Again, who is the Ruach HaKodesh? The Ruach HaKodesh is Yahuwah. The Ruach HaKodesh is Yahuwah. But once again, what do you mean, messenger? What do you mean, messenger, that his name, which is his character, is not so much a name, but it is who he is? It is who he is. What do you mean? What do you mean? Turning now to the book of Shamut, or Exodus, the 3rd chapter, we're going to read verse 14 and 15. Shamut, Exodus, the 3rd chapter, verse 14 through 15. Beginning at verse 14, it reads here, and Elohim said to Moshe, I am. Now this Abraite word here for I am is the Abraite word Hayah. Hayah. I am. This word for I am is Hayah. Hayah. And so it reads here, and Elohim said to Moshe, Hayah. Hayah. That which Hayah. Hayah. I am. And he said, thus you shall say to the children of Yashar'al, Hayah. Hayah. I am has sent me to you. I am has sent me to you. What thus Hayah means? What thus Hayah means? Hayah simply means to exist. It simply means to exist. And so Abba Yahuwah wasn't giving Moshe his name here. He was describing who he is. He was describing to Moshe who he is. Who he is. He is Barak Yahuwah, the all-existent one. He is the all-existent one. He wasn't giving his name. He was telling him who he is. Hayah, I am the all-existent one. I am the all-existent one. This is what Hayah means. Let's read on in verse 15. And Elohim said further to Moshe, thus you are to say to the children of Yashar'al, Yahuwah, Yahuwah Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Ishak, and the Elohim of Yaakov has sent me to you. Listen, this is my name forever. This is my name forever. And this is my remembrance to all generations. Let's look at the name Yahuwah. Let's look at the name of Yahuwah. What does it mean? It means self-existent or eternal. It means the existing one. It means the existing one. And so Yahuwah is not so much his name, it is who he is. He is the all-existent one. He is the all-existent one. To exist means Hayah. That's not his name, that's who he is. That's who he is. That's what his name means. He is the all-existent one. He is the all-existent one. And so his name is not so much a name. I pray you understand. It is his character. It is who he is. Yahuwah, the all-existent one. The all-existent one. This is who he is. This is who he is. The all-existent one. And so when we praise his name, we're not just praising a name. We are praising the all-existent one. The one that has always existed. We are praising the all-existent one. It's not just a name. It is who he is. It is who he is. It is who he is. His name is Yahuwah, the all-existent one. And we are to praise his name. Because when we praise his name, we praise him. Because he is his name. He is the all-existent one. We are not simply praising a name. We are praising Yahuwah when we praise his name. We are praising the all-existent one, which is what his name means. Which is what his name means. And so when we reverence his name, we are reverencing him because he is his name. He is the all-existent one. We are not to take his name lightly. We're not to take his name lightly. Barak Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. Looking now in John, the 8th chapter, verse 57 through 58, now you can understand in the words of the Hamashiach what he was saying here. John the 8th chapter, verse 57 through 58. When it reads here, beginning at verse 57, the Yahudim therefore said to him, you are not yet 50 years old, and have you seen Abraham? Yahusha said to them, truly, truly, I say to you, before Abraham came to be, Hayah, I existed. I existed. He is telling them there that he is Yahuwah. He is Hayah. He is Yahuwah. He is the all-existent one. Again, his name is not Hayah. That's what his name means. That is simply what his name means. The all-existent one. And so when we call on Yahuwah, we're not simply calling upon a name. We are calling upon the all-existent one, which is what his name means. Which is what his name means. You call me by name, you're just simply calling my name. You're just simply calling Dawood. But when you call on Yahuwah, you're not simply calling a name. In a name is a person's character, and his character is the all-existent one. You are calling upon the all-existent one. You're not simply calling a name. And he has sent me by to teach you to reverence his name. Because when you reverence his name, you reverence him, because he is his name. He is his name. He is his name. He is the all-existent one. He is his name. Do you understand? Barak Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. Barak
Mute your
Yahuwah.
mics, everybody, please. Mute your mics.
Barak Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. As we were calling upon the name of Yahuwah earlier this week, as we were calling upon his name, he spoke. He spoke. Thus says Yahuwah, he spoke. He says, I am he. I am he. I am he. In other words, he is the all-existent one. In other words, he is Yahuwah. He is the all-existent one. This is his name forever. Why is it forever? Because he is the all-existent one with no beginning and no end. This is what his name means. We're not simply calling upon a name. We're calling upon the all-existent one. When we call upon the name of Yahuwah, it's not simply a name. It's not simply a name. And we must reverence his name. We must reverence his name. Barak Yahuwah. Isaiah the 12th chapter. Isaiah the 12th chapter. Isaiah.
Excuse me. Can you
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got
Can you mute your mic?
I got it. I got it.
Oh.
Thank you. I got it. Isaiah the 12th chapter, verse 1 through 6. Isaiah the 12th chapter, verse 1 through 6. He is not simply a name. It's not simply a name. Yahuwah means the all-existent one. This is what Hayah means. It's not his name. It's what his name means. It's who he is. It's who he is. It's not his name. It's who he is. It's who he is. Yahuwah means the all-existent one. It's who he is. It's his character, which is encased in Sham. It's his character. Do you understand? It's his character. It's not just a name. We've been programmed to think that it's just a name. It's who he is. So we must highly esteem his name. We must highly esteem his name because it is who he is. Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 12, verse 1 through 6. And in that day you shall say, I thank you, Yahuwah. Though you were estranged with me, your displeasure has turned back, and you have comforted me. See, all is my deliverance, my Yeshua. I trust and am not afraid. For Yahuwah is my strength and my song, and he has become my Yeshua. And you shall draw water with gladness from the fountains of deliverance. And in that day you shall say, praise Yahuwah. And in that day you shall say, praise Yahuwah. Call upon his name. Make known his deeds among the peoples. Make mention that his name is exalted. that his name is exalted. We exalt him when we exalt his name, because he is his name. He is the all-existent one. He is his name. And he's calling us to search for the ancient past and highly reverence and highly esteem his name, because it is who he is. It is who he is, the all-existent one. Sing to Yahuwah, for he has done excellently. This is known in all the earth. Cry aloud and shout, O inhabitants of Zion, for great is the Kadosh one of YAHUAH'S in your midst. Psalms of Tehillim, chapter 34, verse 1 through 3. Tehillim, Psalms chapter 34, 1 through 3. Tehillim, Psalms chapter 34, 1 through 3. I barak Yahuwah at all times. His praise is continually in my mouth. My being makes its boast in Yahuwah. Let the humble hear and be glad. Oh, make Yahuwah great with me, and let us exalt his name. And let us exalt his name together. Let us exalt his name. Understand, when we exalt his name, we exalt him because he is his name. He is his name. He is his name. It's not something that is attached to him. He is Yahuwah. This is who he is, the all-existent one. The all-existent one. In our carnal, limited understanding, it's hard for us to wrap our minds around that he is Yahuwah. This is who he is. He is the all-existent one. It's not simply something that, a title that is attached to him. It's not a title. It's who he is. It's who he is. He is the all-existent one. And we are to highly exalt his name. We are to highly esteem his name together. Tehillim of Psalms 86:12. Tehillim, Psalms 86:12. Tehillim of Psalms 86:12. I praise you, O Yahuwah, my Elohim, with all my heart, and I esteem your name forever. You see, our ancestors understood. They understood that it wasn't simply a name. They understood what Sham means. It means it testifies of a person's character. It is who they are. It is who they are. It is who they are. Yahuwah is who he is. He is the all-existent one. This is who he is. And our ancestors understood. And they highly esteemed his name and highly praised his name. And he is calling us to search for the ancient past and highly esteem his name in the same manner in which our ancestors esteemed him. Barak Yahuwah. Barak Yahuwah. Turning now to the Ba'it Kadashah. To the Ba'it Kadashah, commonly called the New Testament. Turning now to the Ba'it Kadashah, commonly called the New Testament, which is more accurately the renewed covenant. The renewed covenant. Matat Yahu, chapter 6, verse 9. Matat Yahu, chapter 6, verse 9. Matat Yahu, Matthew, chapter 6, verse 9. And it reads, this, then, is the way you should pray. Our Abba, who is in the Shamayim. Let your name be Kadosh. Let your name be Kadosh. Let your name be Kadosh, which means let your name be separate. Let it be separated from all profane and unclean things. Let us not attach or associate anything unclean with his name, because his name is who he is. You can't separate his name from him. His name is who he is. He is Yahuwah. He is the all-existent one. And so his name is to be Kadosh. Separated from all things. Separated from all things unclean. Barak Yahuwah. Don't you dare profane his name. He has sent me by to teach you to reverence his name. Because his name is who he is. His name is who he is. Barak Yahuwah. So in these last times, Yahuwah has revealed his name. During these last days, he's revealed his name to us, and this is no light matter. He has revealed his name to us, and we must reverence it. We must reverence it. We must understand that it's not simply a name, it's his character. It's who he is. He is the all-existent one. This is what his name means. He is the all-existent one. Indeed, his name is who he is. He is the all-existent one. He is Yahuwah. He is Yahuwah. He is not Yahweh. He is not Yahweh. He is not Yahuwah. He is not Yehovah. He is not Jehovah. He is not Ahayah. He is not Ahayah. He is not Haya. He is not Ahayah. Haya means Haya. Haya is the definition of what his name means. It's who he is. He is the all-existent one. He is Yahuwah. He is Yahuwah, which means to exist, the all-existent one. Barak Yahuwah. He is not Haya or Ahaya. And he is not Most High. 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 Is he all Yun? Is he all Yun? Is he the Almighty, Mighty One? Yes, he is, but that's not his name. That's not his name. But neither is he the Most High. Neither is he the Most High. Let's look at Most High for those who are watching on YouTube. Let's look at Most High. Let's look at this. Let's look at it. It is a name. It is a name, but it's not his name. It is a name, but it is not the name of Yahuwah. This name comes from the word hype. Let me pronounce it correctly. Hypsis Tyrians. Hypsis Tyrians. This is a Greek word. Hypsis Tyrians. This word means worshippers of Hypsistos. Hypsistos. Hypsistos means the Most High, G-O-D. It means the Most High, G-O-D. This is a term that appears in documents that date from around 200 BC to around AD 400, referred to various groups, mainly in Asia Minor, in Cappadocia, and Bithynia, and Pontus, and the Black Sea coast that are today part of Russia. Some modern scholars identify the group with the God-fearers, non-Jewish, indeed. Most High is pagan. Most High is pagan. With God-fearers, non-Jewish, it is pagan. Pagan, Gentile sympathizers with the Second Temple. Below that, and this article here comes from Wikipedia, but below that is a statue of Zeus. Below that is a statue of Zeus. And it reads here, cult statue of Zeus. Hypsistos. Zeus is also called Hypsistos, which means the Most High God. The Most High God. This is his name. This is the name of Zeus. Don't you dare fix your mouth to associate that name with Yahuwah, who is the all-existent one. He is not Most High. He is not Zeus. He is not Zeus. He is not Hypsistos. He is not Hypsistos. He is Yahuwah. He is Yahuwah. And so Hypsistos is Zeus. He is Zeus, which means Most High God. He is Zeus. Most High is Zeus. He is not Yahuwah. He is not Yahuwah. But during the Maccabean period, when the Abari texts were translated into the Greek tongue, per Yahusuf or Josephus, the Greeks equated Yahuwah with Zeus. They equated Yahuwah with Zeus. Thus we have Most High infiltrating the scriptures, infiltrating those translations. And this is also translated to the English translations. This is why we also find Most High in English translations. But this is Zeus. He is not Most High. He is not Most High. He is Yahuwah. He is Yahuwah. He is Yahuwah alone. He is not Most High. Once again, he is not Yahweh. He is not Yahweh. He is not Yahuwah. He is not Jehovah. He is not Jehovah. He is not Ahaya. He is not Most High. He is not Lord. He is not God. He is Yahuwah. He is the all-existent one. He is the all-existent one. Barak Yahuwah. He is the all-existent one. We often notice that those who call, we've often noticed that those who call upon the Most High often have a different root about them. And that is because they are calling upon a demon. They're calling upon a demon. Yes, indeed. Zeus is a demon. Zeus is a demon. Zeus is the son, according to Greek mythology, Zeus is the son of a Titan. Zeus is the son of a Titan. Who were the Titans? If you understand who the Titans was, they were the Nephilim. They were giants that existed before the flood. But in every society, they have different renditions of this story. The Greeks called them Titans. They called them Titans. Zeus is a son of one of the Titans. The Titans are demons. Their disembodied roots are demons. Zeus indeed is a demon. And thus those who call upon Zeus, those who call upon the Most High, have a different root about them because they're calling upon a demon. They're calling upon a demon. Those who are watching via YouTube are going to watch this later on. His name is Yahuwah. His name is Yahuwah. This is who he is. It's not a title. This is who he is. It is his character. This is who he is, which means the all-existent one. This is who he is. He is the all-existent one. He is Yahuwah. He is Yahuwah. He is Yahuwah. But to those who are watching via YouTube, we derive the name Yahuwah, which has been hidden from us until this time. The key of the door to understanding the name of the Father is hidden and embedded within the fourth son of Yaqub, the name of the fourth son of Yaqub, whose name is Yahudah. Yahudah, which is translated or falsely translated into the English tongue as Judah. Judah. We find the name of the Father hidden within the name Yahudah. Yahudah is the door. Yahudah is the door to understanding the name of the Father, which is Yahuwah. He is the Dalat. He is the Dalat. The Abarit letters making up the name Yahudah are Yad, He, Dalet, He. Yad, He, Yad, He, U, Dalet, He. Yad, He, U, Dalet, He. Yahudah, Yad, He, U, Dalet, He. When you remove the Dalet, what you have is Yad, He, U, He. If you remove the Dalet, if you include the Dalet, you have Yahudah. If you remove the Dalet, you have Yad, He, U, He, and you find the name of the Father, which is Yahuwah, the all-existent one. The all-existent one. He's calling upon us to reverence his name, and to understand that his name is not a title. His name is who he is. When we call upon his name, we're calling upon the all-existent one. We're calling upon who he is. And we are to highly reverence his name. We are to highly reverence his name. I pray that this has been a barakah to the YouTube family. We're going to end this here, and then we're going to begin the second part of the message that Yahuwah has for his people. But we're going to end this one right now. Until the next time, shalom, shalom, shalom.